Welcome to WellsCountyVoice.com. Boy, folks, just a caution tonight. We are on kind of a tentative internet signal, and it's already dropped out once. We're going to do the best we can. Dalton's going to be trying to run 2 cameras at one time just so we've got a backup of the broadcast. So hang with us. Again, we're at the mercy of what kind of internet connection we can sustain, and right now it's pretty marginal. So again, we're doing the best we can. We apologize for that. This is the first time we've been in this gym, and you just never know what you're going to run into. So we're going to bring you as much of this game as possible. But right now it's looking pretty marginal, folks. So you kind of watch these things as you go on. Tigers out warming up right now. Starting lineup will be the same. Pribble, Kohlenbeck, Sturgeon, Barker, and Cole. For Oak Hill, it'll be Chandler Julius, Christian Livingston, Reese Mesker, Caleb Maggard, and Caleb Middlesworth. And part of the problem is as this gym fills up, we're going to get even worse and worse conditions. And it is a very full gym right now. Both sides of the court. And as more people get online, our bandwidth's going to keep getting worse. So, again, we're going to do the best we can. We apologize for any inconvenience. We made the trip out here. We knew we might not know exactly what we were going to run into. And sometimes your worst fears get met. We've got some backup devices, and they're even worse yet. So, again, I apologize if we can't keep this thing going. But we're going to do the best we can, as we always try to do. But there's some things that are just outside of our control. Well, thank you for joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com. Take a timeout. Be right back with a few messages.
Thank you for logging on to the Voice Sports Network for this broadcast of high school sports. We encourage you to go to the games and support your area teams. We know you have a choice, and thank you for choosing us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game. We encourage you to visit their businesses and use their service as often as possible. Be sure to tell them thanks for their support. Now, sit back and enjoy the game, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Established in 1990, Welch's All Vehicle Repair now has 3 convenient locations in Ossian, Bluffton, and Markle. With our highly skilled ASE technicians, we offer comprehensive knowledge and experience, so you can be sure that your car is handled with the latest in diagnostic equipment. We work on Chevy, Ford, Chrysler, Toyota, Hondas, and more. We carry major brand tires with all-season tires, mud terrain, and trailer tires in stock. Welch's All Vehicle Repair. We care about more than just your car. We care about you and your family.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. Scott Mentzer on the call for you. Scott Baker not able to make it tonight, so it's going to be all me. And again, just a pre-warning, folks, we're on a pretty marginal internet connection. We're going to do the best we can tonight. So I'm watching the data while we're trying to watch the game, and it's moments like these get to be pretty stressful. So we're going to do the best we can. First time we've been here at Oak Hill High School, and you just never know what kind of situations you're going to run into until you get to a location and you try it. We brought a couple backup devices just in case we had to move to them, but those are actually even a little bit worse than what we're experiencing on the network we're on. So, again, we apologize for any technical difficulties. You kind of play with the hand you've been dealt. Tigers come in here 11-4, coming off the Jay County loss last night. Prior to that, they had run off 3 wins in a row: Woodland, at South, at Adams Central, and Wabash. Next week, they've got one game. That's going to be a Saturday afternoon game against Heritage as the girls' sectional games will get underway. Golden Eagles are 12-2, and from talking to a few folks, they would say they ought to be undefeated. They lost one game by 1 at Peru, not at Purdue, at Peru. They did lose handily at Frankton. They've run the table otherwise, and Tigers expect to be matched up against a pretty tough team here. Kevin Renbarger in his 11th year here at Oak Hill. He's got 143 wins to 90 losses. Oak Hill ranked 78 in, according to the Sagarin ratings, they're 5th in Class 2A. Bluffton comes in with a ranking of 61. Versus common foes, both teams 2-0. Those would be Wabash and Eastbrook, I believe. The schedule looks like this. Bluffton's opponents 99 and 139. Oak Hill 109, 107. Teams have met 3 times in the last 30 years. Oak Hill has the 2-1 advantage. Sagarin predictions tonight: Oak Hill 60, Bluffton 43. Take a quick timeout. Thank a few more sponsors.
Bluffton Tire, you know where they're located. Across the street from Bummy's, right at the entrance to the 4-H park, has been serving Wells County for over 50 years. Bluffton Tire needs to be the first stop for brakes, struts, front-end alignment, and offers over 20 different brands of tires. Stop by and see Carrie Jennis today, or visit online at BlufftonTire.com for online specials and coupons. Bluffton Tire is open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 5, and Saturday, 7:30 till noon.
Hi, this is Carrie Jennis of Bluffton Tire, and we'll keep you going.
A word for you as they coach their teams. As everyone starts to go home tonight, I pray they will have safe travels. In your name, amen.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, to pay honor to America, please face the flag in the corner of the gymnasium. As the Oak Hill Pep Band, under the direction of Mr. Ryan Wampong, plays our national anthem.
right, there's your national anthem brought to you by the Oak Hill Pep Band. Nice job done by them. And again, let's bring you the starting lineups for the Bluffton Tigers. It'll be Grant Pribble. Grant Pribble wearing number 10, number 22, Aaron Sturgeon, number 20, Mitchell Quillenbeck, number 40, Kylan Barker, and number 52, Dakota Cole. For the Oak Hill Golden Eagles. Senior guard, number 11, 5'10" Chandler Julius. Senior guard, 5'11" number 15, Christian Livingston. A senior forward, 6'5" number 21, Reese Metzger. A senior center, 6'6", number 25, Caleb Maggard. And a 6'8" sophomore forward, number 43, Caleb Middlesworth. Again, Oak Hill coming in with just 2 losses on the season. They play in the Central Indiana Conference. That conference includes Mississinewa, Eastbrook, Blackford, Alexandria, Frankton, Elwood, and Madison Grant. Of course, we see some of those teams now and then. We saw Blackford and Eastbrook early in the year. I think we've got Mississinewa later on in the season. About 1:15 to go before we get the official announcements. Get this game underway. Again, as I mentioned during the pregame, we're operating on a slow internet signal, and so we're watching it carefully. There's really not anything we can do about it. It kind of is what it is. And you just never know when you get in these situations what you're going to get. And the problem is you get here early and you can run some tests, but once the crowd fills in and other people hop on the network, your ability to get games out changes. So you get set up, you run some tests, may even look good during the JV game, but then the crowd fills up for varsity games and circumstances change that you just can't forecast, and that's just kind of the nature of this business. As schools get better net internet service, as devices get better, things improve. But you do the best we can. We used to try to get out to schools before games, and what we learned is that we'd go into an empty gym and things would look fine, and then we'd get into a full gym and circumstances were much different. So making the trips out to the schools really didn't accomplish much for us. So Tigers will get introduced by the PA announcer here in just a minute. We'll turn up the crowd mic and let you listen in.
6'3" senior, number 40, Colin Parker. Starting at forward, 6'4" senior, number 52, Dakota Cole. Starting at guard, 6'1" senior, number 22, Aaron Sturgeon. Starting at guard, 5'11" junior, number 20, Mitchell Quillenbeck. Starting at guard, 6'2" senior, number 10, Grant Pribble. And coach of the Tigers, Kevin Lysy. Now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing your Oak Hill Golden Eagles. Number 3, Red Martin. Number 5, Cornell Cade. Number 13, Reed Newhouse. Number 23, Spencer Ballinger. Number 33, Brayden Redbarger. Number 35, David Aarons. Number 41, Cody White. Number 45, Kyle Bird. Now the starting lineups for the Golden Eagles. At a forward, 6'8" sophomore, number 43, Caleb Middlesworth. Starting at forward, 6'5" senior, number 21, Reese Metzger. At center for the Golden Eagles, 6'6" senior, number 25, Caleb Maggard. Starting at guard, 5'10" senior, number 11, Chandler Julius. Starting at guard, 5'11" senior, number 15, Christian Livingston. Golden Eagles are coached.
All right, there are your starters as brought to you by the PA announcer.
And our officials for tonight's varsity game are Tracy Black, Steve Osinga, and Nick Slower.
Just about ready to get this ball game underway. Golden Eagles hosting the Tigers here at the Eagles Nest. Reminder, girls sectionals start next week. Lady Tigers will open up against Adams Central on Tuesday. Those will be held at South Adams, which is another location that we've periodically had some internet issues. So hopefully we'll avoid those next week. Cole against Middlesworth. And we're underway. Opening tip handled by Bluffton. Fribble left side, Sturgeon. Pulling back in the corner. Barker, top of the key. Over to Sturgeon. Kill in the 2-3 zone. Dakota Cole in the corner, hands off to Sturgeon. Fribble with 1 foot inside the top circle, goes left side to Quillenbeck. Tigers patiently work it around. Fribble back to the wing. Back up top to Quillenbeck. Oak Hill with only 2 losses on the year. Frankton and Peru. Good feed down low to Sturgeon. Two 2-0 Bluffton, 6:41 to go in the first. This is Livingston. Out to Julius. Shot up and good. That's number 21, Reitz Metzger. Get it across the timeline to Sturgeon. Bounces it down to Barker. We'll go back up top with it. Dribble to Sturgeon. 3-pointer by Grant. Got it. Dribble for 3. Down to the big man, and he's going to be fouled. Middlesworth will go to the line and shoot 2. First foul of the ball game. Colin Barker on the foul. Middlesworth at the line, shooting 2. First one is good. Second coming up. Five, 4, 6 minutes to go in the first. Sturgeon, top of the key for 3, long. Julius with the rebound. Couple attempts for Oak Hill. Fribble pulls the defensive board down. Quick pass to Quillenbeck. Aaron might have thought about taking that himself, but gave it up to Mitchell. I'm not sure Mitchell was expecting it. .520 left in the first, 5-4. Good feed down low to Metzger. Hoop in the harm. Fouls on Pribble, his first, team's second. Converts the three-point play. 7-5. Tigers break the pressure. Pulling back in the corner. Pribble up top. 5 minutes to go in the first. Dakota Cole hoop in the harm. Maggard on the foul. Oak Hill is first. Walborn and Pearson in for Quillenbeck and Barker. Dakota Cole to give Bluffton the lead. And he does. This is Middlesworth over to Julius. Livingston. Hands off to Metzger. Long three by Livingston. Got it. – 10-7. Walborn picks up his dribble, gets it in the hands of Grant Pribble. Pribble in the corner. Walborn to the elbow. Back out to Pribble for three. No. Rebound Metzger. And a steal by Pribble. Oh. He's fouled. Had a great pass to Pearson, but fouled before the pass. Chandler Julius with the foul. Barker and Quillenbeck back in. 4 minutes to go. Barker to Pearson. Over to Walborn. Pribble back up top. 3:46 left. 10-8. Oak Hill. Barker directed some traffic. Pribble in the corner. Tigers have been patient offensively. Pribble baseline drive into the corner. Quillenbeck for three. Got it. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Coming back after the Oak Hill timeout, 11-10. Tigers on top. Julius walks it up for Oak Hill. And Julius for three. Both teams shooting well here in the first. 2:45 left. Okay, the Oak Hill foul is probably going to go against Maggart. Could be his second. It is on Maggart. Metzger in for Maggart. Number 23, Ballinger on the floor for Oak Hill. Sturgeon gets it to Cole. Loose ball picked up by Pearson. Pearson in the corner to Sturgeon. 2:30 to go in the first. Barker, Sturgeon with a long three. Got it. Aaron Sturgeon for three. Both teams shooting very well. Bluffton back up on a point. Another three on its way. Misses everything. But a save. Middlesworth with the bucket. Nice work by Oak Hill to keep that ball in play. Got it right to Middlesworth, who laid it in. 2 minutes to go in the first. Oak Hill up by one, 15-14. And a 10-second call. Tigers turn it over. There hasn't been a lot of turnovers here in the first. David Aarons, number 35, on the floor for Oak Hill. We go back to the big man, can't get it to fall. Ballinger will get it to Julius. Julius into the paint, little short jumpers off. Rebound Pearson, 1:30 on the clock here in the first. To Sturgeon, 15-14 Oak Hill. And what's been a well-played first half. Cole gets it to Pearson, and Pearson is going to draw some contact. Middlesworth his first, team's fourth. Pribble looking for a man, finds Dakota Cole. Now Sturgeon to Pribble. Baseline, gets it out. Sturgeon for another three. Tipped by Pribble. Nice job by Grant. Back and forth we go, 16-15, Aarons. And we're going to get a Pribble foul. And that is Grant's second. Big foul on Pribble. Grant will get a rest. See how long Coach wants Grant to sit with two fouls. Just under a minute to go in the first quarter. 16-15 Bluffton. And another Bluffton foul. Ballinger is going to shoot two. Barker's second. Bluffton has four fouls. Barker with two, Pribble with two. So a couple of starters now with two fouls. Ballinger ties it up at 16. 44 seconds to go. Ballinger's second is good. Oak Hill up by a point. Sturgeon breaks the pressure to Pearson. Back to Sturgeon. Bounces it off the glass. Aaron was 7. Crowd wanted to walk. 30 seconds. Wide open three is no good. Middlesworth back with it. Nice looking player is that sophomore. Pressure yields a turnover into the paint. No good. Battles for the rebound. Walborn his first foul, team's 5th. On the floor with 4.3 seconds to go in the first. 19-18. They get it to Middlesworth, and Sturgeon's going to get called for a foul. 3 seconds left. Middlesworth misses the first. First free throw missed by Oak Hill. They're 5 for 6. One of two. Tigers down by 2, 3 seconds before the end of the quarter. Grant can't get it to go right at the buzzer. At the end of the first quarter, your Subway scoreboard reads Oak Hill 20, Bluffton 18. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain, and more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. We are live from Oak Hill High School, and just a reminder, we're working off a pretty marginal internet feed, and not quite sure how that's impacting your viewing experience at home, but we're doing the best we can. Not a lot we can really do about it. It kind of is what it is. We go to the second quarter of play. 2018. Aaron Sturgeon with 8. A three-point shot rims out. Sturgeon with 8. Pribble with 5. Aaron's shot got altered. Back the other direction, Julius. To Aaron's. Back to Julius. This is Ballinger. Metzger. And an Oak Hill foul coming up. Should be against Livingston. Oak Hill with 5 fouls. Bluffton with 6. Pribble breaks the pressure. Tigers with a little bit of numbers. Grant for 3. And Oak Hill basketball. Seven minutes left in the first half. Pribble and Barker both on the floor with 2 fouls. Doesn't keep Grant from playing great defense against Metzger. Turnaround jumpers, no good, and Quillenbeck with the rebound. Barker on the run. Nice bounce pass to Dakota Cole. Ooh, can't get it to go, and we're going to get a Bluffton foul. That could be Collins' third. It is. Colin Barker with 3 fouls. Pearson going to the bench. He'll replace Colin Barker. Julius to the line, shooting 1 and 1. First point of the second quarter, and 1 of 2. Tigers down by 3. Dakota Cole. Pribble fighting for the offensive board. Can't get it. Middlesworth gets it to Julius. Metzger to Livingston. No. Middlesworth with the offensive board and the hook. Middlesworth with 9. Biggest lead for Oak Hill. 5 points. Six minutes left in the second. Sturgeon. Dakota Cole with the offensive board. Has it blocked. Julius on the run. Seven-point edge. Stays with Bluffton. Colin Barker on the bench with 3 fouls. Sturgeon for 2. Timeout on the floor. Bluffton timeout. We'll be back.
Hi, this is Ken Mast with New Holland Tri-County. We are looking forward to providing you with sales and service again this year. We are inviting all of our customers to our open house on February the 23rd at our facility on State Road 1, just south of Bluffton. We'll be hosting a Kinsey clinic in the morning from 9 to 11, followed by lunch at noon. If you haven't had the opportunity to check out our expanded facility, this is your chance. In addition to lunch, we will be offering discounts on parts. We'll be on hand to answer any questions you may have. We look forward to visiting with each and every one of you and show you our product lines. Once again, the open house is February 23rd with the Kinsey Clinic from 9 to 11, followed by lunch. New Holland, Tri-County, just south of Bluffton on State Road 1. Hope to see you there.
Welcome back again. Just a reminder, we are working on marginal internet signals here at Oak Hill. So if we've got any interruption in transmission, it's really as a result of our internet signal here at the high school. Apologize for that. Not a lot we can do about it. It's one of the things about trying to do live video streaming. It's literally 20 times more difficult than getting a radio feed out of here. So when you think back to all the radio broadcasts, this is a much different animal. And we do the best we can. 25-20. Cole on the block. Lots of guys around him. Tries to get his shot up. Taken away. Metzger trying to feed Livingston. Tracks it down in the corner baseline. Julius to Ballinger. Feeds Metzger in the paint. Pribble with the rebound. Tigers have not. They've got 2 points here in the second quarter. Julius is second. 25-20. Pulling back to Sturgeon. Sturgeon for three. It's long. Tracked down by Pearson. Tigers will get another chance. Coming down to the halfway mark here in the second. And Tigers turn it over. Four minutes to go in quarter number 2. Blocked by Pribble. Middlesworth with another easy bucket. He's got 11. Matches their biggest lead of the night, 7. And then Tigers turn it over again. Oak Hill has turned up the defensive intensity here in the second. Walborn in for Dakota Cole, and the Tigers are going to get small here. Barker and Cole both on the bench. Philip Pearson has got to contend with 6'8" Middlesworth. Sturgeon with the steal. Pribble. Behind the back dribble. Elbow jumper. Got it. Boy, Grant is so good from the elbow. Oak Hill turnover. And an Oak Hill foul stops the clock at 2:44. Ballinger's first. Cole in for Walborn. Pribble to the line. Shooting 1+ bonus. Misses the front end. Grant's got to be careful not to pick up the third, but forces the turnover. Grant to the rack, and is fouled. Will shoot another 2. Fouls number 21, Metzger. Grant's 0 for 1 from the line. He's got 7 points. Walborn in for Pearson. Second by Grant is good. 4-point lead, 2:40 left in the half. Julius to Metzger, just inside the line, bounces around. Middlesworth is fouled. Bluffton foul number 8. Walborn's second. Middlesworth will shoot 2. He's 3 for 4. He's got 11. Pearson checks in. Middlesworth with number 2. Makes this one. 28-23. Grant smartly gets it back into the center of the court. Now the Tigers can set up their offense. Cole back up top to Sturgeon. Pribble goes outside, wide open 3 for Sturgeon. It's long. Rebound Dakota Cole. Tip up by Pribble, and finally Livingston comes down with it. Tigers had a couple chances. Couldn't get it to drop. 1:48 to go. See if they can get a stop Ballinger for three. It's going to be short. Grant with the rebound. Kuhlenbeck for three. Get it. Oh. Livingston to the paint. Oh, nice running layup by Livingston. Matches their biggest lead again, 7. Middlesworth diving for that tip. It'll stay with Bluffton. Aaron's in for Metzger. 1:13 left in the half. Bluffton down by 7. Pribble off the glass. Tough shot by Grant Pribble. Quickly back the other way. Livingston fires another three. Got it. 8-point lead. That's their biggest lead of the night. 40 seconds to go. Dakota Cole fights for the rebound, goes back up with it. And that should be Bluffton basketball, I believe. It is. Colin Barker, with his 3 fouls, is going to check in with 25 seconds left. Trying to give Bluffton a little bit more offense. Cross court, Kuhlenbeck open at 20. Got it for 3. Mitchell Kuhlenbeck, his second 3 of the night. Tigers need a stop. They let Aarons get open. 9 seconds left. Got to hustle. Come on. 7 seconds. Go, go, go. 5 seconds. Sturgeon, a long shot. Oh, almost made it. At the end of the first half, what's been a pretty exciting first half of basketball. Oak Hill up by 7, 35-28. We'll be back in a few minutes and crunch some stats.
He shoots, he scores, it's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces, powered by her heartbeat, are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniel's.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
Costly misconceptions about collision repair, brought to you by Lauren's Body Shop.
The insurance company is responsible for selecting the shop to repair your vehicle.
False. Insurance agents and adjusters have no authority in telling you where to have your vehicle repaired. It's your investment and responsibility to select a competent collision repair facility.
In business since 1951, Lauren's Body Shop on East Dustman Road specializes in insurance collision repair, offers free estimates, and an outstanding limited lifetime warranty. Visit laurensbodyshop.com.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us for checking accounts that fit your needs. We have free checking with no strings attached. Absolutely free checking with a free Visa debit card, free online banking, even mobile banking. Stop by or call any First Bank of Bern office. We'll help you find a checking account that is perfect for you. First Bank of Bern, employee-owned and conveniently located. Visit us online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
'Twas the month after Christmas, and all through your homes were the remnants of cookies and candies and scones. You ate so much sugar it made you feel crummy, and you can't fit any more in your overstuffed tummy. Plus, you've been running on empty to get everything done, and to exercise now doesn't sound like much fun.
Could this be your post-holiday anthem? The cooking, the wrapping, the running, the sleep deprivation. You've spent the last couple of months worrying about everyone else. It's time to focus on you. With a membership to the YMCA of Greater Fort Wayne. The YMCA provides physical and social enrichment through family-friendly programs. Whether you're taking a group exercise class, learning a new language, connecting with friends, improving your health and well-being, or participating in family outings with the Y. Start the new year on a healthy, active foot for you and your family. To find out more, go to fwymca.org and request a one-day pass from any Y in Allen, Whitley, and Wells County so you can try the Y for yourself.
What do you guys want to eat for supper tonight?
I want paschetti.
I want paschetti.
Paschetti's Italian restaurant, where yes, you can get spaghetti and so much more. Subs, sandwiches, burgers, calzones, pizzas, salads, and a whole menu full of Italian cuisine and desserts. Paschetti's restaurant is conveniently located at 229 West Market Street in Bluffton, and they're open for lunch 11 to 4, 7 days a week.
Fine, we'll go to Paschetti's, but I want some garlic knots.
Paschetti's, open Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sundays 11 to 8 p.m. Paschetti's Italian Restaurant, 229 West Market Street in Bluffton. This is your moment. Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
Welcome back to WellsCountyVoice.com. And a bunch of cheerleaders out on the floor right now here at Oak Hill High School. And, hey, I know I've talked about it several times, but just a reminder that right now we're working on some kind of marginal internet signals, and it may bog things down a little bit. We may be a little bit behind, but we're doing the best we can. And kind of interestingly, what happens is that we're on an open network, so as more people get on the network, our ability to get this game out gets more difficult. So especially during halftime, because the game's not going on, everybody pulls out their cell phones and starts getting online, and it makes things even more difficult. So, but we're doing the best we can. Hope you appreciate that. We try to bring you as much live coverage as possible here on WellsCountyVoice.com. Here's some halftime stats for Oak Hill. Spencer Ballinger with 2, David Aarons with 2, Reese Metzger with 5, Chandler Julius with 6, Christian Livingston with 8, and leading the way is the 6'8" sophomore forward Caleb Middlesworth with 12, 7 in the first, 5 in the second. Oak Hill shot 7 free throws in the first quarter. They were 6 for 7 in the first quarter. They shot 4 more in the second. They finished 8 for 11 from the line. Scoring 20 in the first, 15 in the second, 30 at half. For your Bluffton Tigers, Dakota Cole has 3. Mitchell Kohlenbeck's got 6. Aaron Sturgeon with 9. Grant Pribble with 10. Tigers shot 1 free throw in the first. They made it. They shot 3 in the second. They made 1. They are 2 for 4 at halftime. Foul situation looks like this. Colin Barker with 3. Grant Pribble with 2. Garrett Walburn with 2. Aaron Sturgeon with 1. For Oak Hill, Chandler Julius has 2. Caleb Maggart got a quick 2. Didn't see him rest of the half after picking up those 2 fouls. Ballinger has 1, Middlesworth has 1, and Livingston has 1. Reminder, next week it'll be primarily girls sectional basketball as the girls open up against Adams Central. Sectionals will be played at South Adams. If they win their opening game, they'll face Blackford. And if they knock off Blackford, they'll head to a sectional title on Saturday evening. Saturday afternoon, we'll be home at the Tiger Den, taking on the Heritage Patriots. Oak Hill Wrestlers getting honored on the floor right now. So given that, we're going to take a timeout, thank a few more sponsors, and set you up for second half basketball here on WellsCountyVoice.com.
Great. I've got to walk by dresses, then hosiery, then women's fine clothing. Where are the men's clothes?
Men, does this sound familiar? Avoid the women's department altogether by going to Masterson's Incorporated Store for Men. You heard right, a store for men. At Masterson's in Bluffton, you'll find famous make clothing like Palm Beach, Calvin Klein, Lauren, Van Heusen, and shoes by Johnson Murphy, Florsheim, and Dockers. Masterson's also has tuxedo rental and is the Boy Scout and Cub Scout distributor for the area.
Wow, look at this. A store just for men.
Masterson's Store for Men, 127 West Market Street.
It took Subway restaurants to do flatbread sandwich great, fresh roasted until its flavor reaches the towering peaks of Mount Delicious. You may have had other flatbread, but once you sink your teeth into this appetite-busting mountain of flavor, you'll know this is the real deal. Get any of your Subway favorites on our full-flavor flatbreads and let your taste buds sink into the delicious depth of goodness. Subway of Bluffton, eat fresh with 2 locations to serve you in North Main and inside Walmart.
Life insurance is one of those subjects that make people want to change the subject rather than admit they probably don't have enough. That's why I focus on how the benefits of life insurance actually live on by asking people to think in terms of life without having to sell the house insurance or life without having to give up college insurance. Find out how the benefits of life insurance can live on for your family. Call me, Kevin Beatty in Bluffton, at 824-1928 and put the life back in life insurance.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Brent Heidi of Heidi Chrysler in Bluffton. The good old days of shopping for a car. No high-pressure sales, people who knew your name, an owner on the premise who cared. You can still experience that at Heidi Chrysler. Since 1975, we have been there for you after the sale with a service department that has consistently been awarded the 5-star award, the highest ranking Chrysler gives to its dealers. So if buying a car with no hassles and at the right price is what you're looking for, then stop by Heidi Chrysler today. You can find us on North Main Street in Bluffton, and when you do, you'll see that at Heidi Chrysler, our reputation means a great deal.
It's not always about speed. It's not always about sponsors. It's not always about glamour. It's about getting the job done right. No matter what you have to push, pull, or move, New Holland and your local dealers are ready to help you finish like a champion. New Holland.
We collect
and we analyze.
Laboratory services at Adams Memorial Hospital. Information to keep you healthy in every way. We image
and we discover.
Radiology services at Adams Memorial Hospital. Thorough so you're healthy in every way.
Troxel Equipment offers a full line of John Deere equipment. Troxel Equipment features a large inventory of all makes and models of pre-owned equipment that has been well maintained and ready for service. Most of Troxel's pre-owned equipment was traded in from owner-operators. Be sure to ask about our certified pre-owned units. Troxel Equipment has the ability to customize your financing, lease, or installment contracts to meet your cash flow needs. Visit any of our 3 locations in Bluffton, Huntington, or Wabash, or check out our website for our inventory of new and pre-owned equipment. Troxel Equipment, the dealership you can trust.
Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric strives to be your total service provider. Their licensed technicians can handle all of your electrical, plumbing, heating, and cooling needs, and now offers duct cleaning. No job is too small or too large for their service professionals. From electrical repairs, water heater replacements, sewer and drain cleaning, well repair, and remodel jobs. Bluffton Plumbing, Heating, and Electric, located behind Lowe's on Commerce Drive in Bluffton, 888-824-3332. That's 824-3332.
Third quarter basketball coming up, 35-28. Oak Hill with the 7-point margin. Bluffton will have the basketball to open up third quarter play. Leading scorer for Bluffton so far, Grant Pribble with 10. Aaron Sturgeon right behind him with 9. Kohlenbeck with 6, Dakota Cole with 3. Starting 5 on the floor for the Tigers. Grant playing with 2 fouls. Colin Barker playing with 3. Mitchell Kohlenbeck picks up his dribble, goes right side to Sturgeon. Kohlenbeck and Pribble go back and forth with it. Sturgeon, Livingston on him. Grant pulls down the 3, finds Dakota Cole on the baseline. Shot bounces around, no good. Maggard back on the floor after a long absence, gets it to Metzger. And Middlesworth with another bucket. 14 for Middlesworth. Biggest lead of the night, 9. Tigers have done a pretty good job handling the Oak Hill backcourt pressure, but they turn it over here. Julius. Metzger with the putback. Or Maggard, excuse me. Timeout.
At First Bank of Bern, you can depend on us for checking accounts that fit your needs. We have free checking with no strings attached. Absolutely free checking with a free Visa debit card, free online banking, even mobile banking. Stop by or call any First Bank of Bern office. We'll help you find a checking account that is perfect for you. First Bank of Bern, employee-owned and conveniently located. Visit us online at firstbankofbern.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Live life to the fullest at Adams Woodcrest Villas and Apartments. Make new friends and take part in educational, inspirational, and just plain fun activities. Enjoy the best in maintenance-free independent living. Enjoy life at Adams Woodcrest Villas and Apartments in Decatur.
4-0 Oak Hill run to start off the third quarter has led to a Bluffton timeout. Bluffton down to 2 timeouts. Oak Hill has not taken a timeout. 6:33 to go in the third. 11-point edge, the biggest lead of the evening. Pearson to Pribble. Again, Tigers have been pretty effective handling that backcourt pressure. Philip Pearson is long on his shot. Maggard with the rebound. Back come the Golden Eagles. Julius to Metzger. Back to Middlesworth and an easy 2. Right now, the Tigers have no answer for Caleb Middlesworth. And a tip in by Barker. Julius, a running layup in the paint off the glass and good. Sturgeon to Pribble. Pulling back in the corner. Maggard on him. Sturgeon now on the wing to Pribble. Coming down to the 5-minute mark here in the third. Kohlenbeck, that shot's well off. Didn't look good coming out of his hands. Metzger in the paint, and we're going to get a foul. It's going to go probably against Philip Pearson. It is. Pearson's first. Team's first of the second half. Metzger to the line, shooting 2. Walborn and Cole for Barker and Kohlenbeck. One of 2 for Metzger. Timeout on the floor. We'll be back.
He shoots, he scores, it's out of here. He could go all the way.
That's the reaction you'll get when you get her a gift of fine jewelry from Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton.
Hi, this is Dan and Jane from Daniel's Jewelers, and we want you to score big. We have beautiful diamond pendants, rings, and earrings, including diamonds in motion. These pieces, powered by her heartbeat, are awesome.
Check out our fun jewelry. Stainless steel jewelry by SteelX, Jewel Pops by Chameleon, Angelica bracelets made from recycled metals, and our newest, convertibles by Lestage.
We offer ring sizing done on premise, and the first sizing is free when you purchase your ring from Daniel's.
Okay, guys, best of all, free gift wrapping.
Win big. See you at Daniel's Jewelers in Bluffton on State Road 1, north of Lowe's. Open Monday through Friday, 9:30 to 6, and Saturday, 9:30 to 4.
Well, just when we talked about how Bluffton's, the backcourt pressure, they turn it over this time. They do have 1 10-second turnover. Pulling back in for Pribble. .447 to go in the third. It was a 20-8 first quarter. Loose ball picked up by Oak Hill. They get it to Maggart. It falls off the edge of the rim. Pearson in the hands of Sturgeon. Aaron pulls up from the free throw line. It's long with it. Maggart with the board. Maggart's done a good job in the second half on the board. Aaron's feeds Middlesworth, and another easy bucket for Middlesworth. 6 in the quarter. Oak Hill starting to pull away. 46-30. Middlesworth knocks that into the crowd. Pribble tries to feed Dakota Cole down low. It was a good feed, but he was fouled on the way. Julius' third. Ballinger in for Julius. Under 4 to go in the third. Good move by Grant Pribble, but can't get it to fall. Maggart Boy, since Maggard has come in the game, he got a couple of quick fouls in the first half, sat about a quarter and a half, but he's been a terror since coming back in. Good feed to Dakota Cole. Got it. Cole with 5 ends a Oak Hill run. Maggard to Ballinger. Livingston, he's drained a couple threes tonight. Bluffton foul. It's going to be against Aaron Sturgeon. His second. Team's second of the second half. Livingston to the line, shooting 2. 8 on the night for Livingston. First trip to the line for him. Walborn and Pearson back on the floor. Tigers will be glad to see Caleb Middlesworth get a rest. Livingston's second is good. 50-32. Sturgeon short on the jumper. One and done for Bluffton. Ballinger to Livingston. This is Ahrens. Livingston for another 3. Wow. Backcourt foul against Oak Hill. Ahrens with the foul. Second foul of the second half for Oak Hill. Bluffton breaks. Grant gets it off to Pearson, and Phillips fouled. Aaron's second, team's third. Phil Pearson to the line, shooting 2. First trip to the line for Pearson and for the Tigers here in the second half. Tigers 2 for 5 from the line. Cole and Kullenbeck. Pearson's second is good. It's a 20-point Oak Hill lead. Ahrens for 3. Maggard with the offensive board. He's fouled. Count it. And 1. Cole's first. Maggard will shoot to convert the 3-point play. Pribble back in. Barker in. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to go in the third. Short. This ball picked up and timeout Oak Hill. We'll be back.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality First Home Improvements.
Oak Hill Pep Band and the cheerleaders in the background. Golden Eagles up by 22, 55-33. Coming back from an Oak Hill timeout. Ballinger will inbound. And a steal by Pribble. 3-on-2 break for Bluffton. Grant will keep it himself. Draws the foul and will shoot a couple. Stops the clock at 1:53. Hey, thanks for hanging in with us tonight. Again, we're working off a pretty marginal internet connection that may cause some buffering on your end, so appreciate you being patient with us. Not to get too much in the weeds about this, but our ability to get a game out all depends on the internet signal we're working on. We had a couple of interruptions at home, and that's because we had a temporary disconnect on the Bluffton line, which has historically been very good. Aarons for three, got it. And when we lose that signal, we have pretty much have to restart everything. And that's why sometimes it takes a few minutes for us to get back on. Maggart in the paint. Got it. Maggart 6 in the quarter. And Oak Hill pulling away. One minute to go in the third. 60-35. Wave the basket off, fouls on the floor, 55 seconds to go. 5th Oak Hill foul. Clock at 45. And a Sturgeon foul. That'll be his third. .37 seconds left in the third, 60-35. It was 20-18 at the end of the first quarter. Bluffton had several leads throughout that quarter. 35-28 at half. And here in the third, it's been almost all Oak Hill. Ballinger at 18. Livingston at 13. Down to 9. Maggart at 6. 4. Ballinger turnaround jumper. And that's going to end the third. Your Subway scoreboard after 3. Oak Hill 60. Bluffton 35.
Hi, this is Dale from the Voice Enterprises. For countless years, I struggled with back pain. And more often than not, the doctors would just prescribe pain meds, which would just dull the pain. It wasn't until I was referred to Indiana Physical Therapy that I truly experienced pain relief. The professionals at IPT showed me the correct exercises and stretches for my problems, and my back pain began to fade away, and as a result, my entire body began to feel better. Indiana Physical Therapy's highly trained professionals treat all types of injuries and ailments and accept all insurance. For more information on IPT or to schedule an appointment, call 824-0522 or visit indianapt.com.
I'm going to start 2016 off on the right foot this year. I need to get in shape after the holidays.
Didn't you say that last year?
Maybe. What about you?
Just doing what I've been doing. I go to the YMCA.
You did that last year.
And it's been great. The Y is about more than knocking off a few pounds.
Oh, really?
Of course, it's a great place to get the exercise you need, but you can really focus on the whole you. The YMCA provides physical and social enrichment through family-friendly programs.
Such as
taking a group exercise class, learning a new language, connecting with friends, improving your health and well-being.
Fourth quarter we go, 60-35. .25 third quarter. For Oak Hill as broke this open. It was a 25-7 quarter. Middlesworth commits his second foul, sixth foul on Oak Hill. Grant throws up a three. It's short. Number 41, Cody White in the game. Middlewest feeds a cutting Metzger. Assist by Middlesworth, 62-35. One game next week for Bluffton. It'll be an afternoon start against Heritage at the Tiger Den as the attention turns the girls sectional. We'll have those girls sectional games. They'll be played at South Adams. Tigers stuck with Oak Hill for the first quarter and a half. And a three falls for Aaron Sturgeon. (62-38). Aarons tries to answer back with a three. Sturgeon with the rebound. To Pearson. Phillip. Can't get it to drop. Back the other direction. Middlesworth has it partially blocked by Pribble from behind. 6 minutes. (62-38). Cody White on the foul. That should be the 7th team foul. Put Bluffton in the bonus. That should send Grant to the line, shooting 1+ bonus. Grant had 10 in the first half, 2 in the third quarter, both from the line. Goes back to the line, shooting 1 and 1. Makes the front end, will get the bonus. Grant makes both. 62-40, 5:40 left in the game. Julius over to Aarons, to Maggart. And a takeaway by Walborn. And Garrett has it picked from behind by Metzger. Metzger gets a little bit too far under the basket, but finds Ahrens, and Ahrens will be fouled. Dakota Cole's second foul tonight, 5th in the second half for Bluffton. Ahrens to the line. Aaron has 5 on the night. Misses the free throw. Livingston in for Julius. 5:10 left to go. And he misses both. Tigers turn it over, just under 5 left. Livingston for 3, no. Pribble at the board, long pass to Aaron Sturgeon, and Aaron lays it in. 14 for Sturgeon. Assist by Pribble. Metzger on its way to the basket, no. Walborn to Pribble. Grant. Has 16. 62-44. Cody White is in the book. 20-point Golden Eagle lead. 4 minutes. 4 minutes to go. Dakota Cole. Oh, just bounces out. Dakota's had some bad luck down low tonight, and maybe a little bit of frustration there. His third, team's 6th. Morgan, Kuhlenbeck, and Pearson in. Renbarger in for Oak Hill. .339. Oak Hill turns it over. At 3:31. Kyle Bird in for Oak Hill as Coach Renbarger starts to empty his bench with his team up by 20 and 3:23 left to play. Livingston. Bird goes back outside. Renbarger misses everything. And a Pribble foul. It'll be Grant's third. Went a long time with 2 fouls. Sturgeon and Cole in for Pribble and Barker. Ballinger to the line. Spencer has 2, a couple free throws in the first. Makes the front end, will get the bonus. Well, we hung on for the most part from an internet standpoint tonight. Thanks for being patient. One of 2. Marcus Morgan to Dakota Cole, 2:50 left. Sturgeon's three, rims out. Girls sectional next week. Lady Tigers get the Lady Jets on Tuesday. That'll be the only game on Tuesday. If they win, they'll play on Friday. They'll play the first game on Friday. That'll be a 6 o'clock start. And if they can beat the Lady Bruins, they'll play a championship game Saturday night. Tigers basketball with 2 minutes. Philip Pearson's fouled from behind. That should go against Livingston. Phillips got one tonight. He's 1 for 2 from the line. Tigers an afternoon game against Heritage. That will be about a 2:30 start for the varsity game. Number 3, Ren Martin. In for Oak Hill. .136 left. JV game finished up with Oak Hill winning 30-24. .130 left to go in the game. Kohlenbeck for 3 is short. Pearson tries to save it. The Oak Hill basketball with 1:14. Max Coral. In for Bluffton. And Bluffton basketball after Ballinger can't handle it. Nobody's left. 1 minute to go. Place is still jam-packed. And Philip Pearson scores his 5th point. And a backcourt foul on Marcus Morgan. Oak Hill now in the bonus. Cody White off the bench with 2 points. Shooting 1+ bonus. And he will get the bonus. 46 seconds left. Cody White with the foul. Kohlenbeck to the line. Mitchell's hit a couple of threes tonight. He's got 6. (67-49). Mitchell 2 for 2. 8 points tonight for Mitchell. This is Cody White. Marcus on him, the Ballinger. 13 seconds left, and Golden Eagles should look to close it out here. 5 seconds. Oak Hill is going to win this one 67-50. We're going to take a timeout, thank a few sponsors, and tally some stats.
Explore the University of St. Francis. Known for our quality academic options and dedicated professors who practice in their fields, you will discover the perfect program to fit your interests and goals. Hands-on experience with internships, clinicals, and co-ops makes a USF education a great value and investment into your future. Apply now at sf.edu. We are seeking applicants for $15 million in scholarships this year. This is your moment. Believe.
The Bowling Center in Bluffton has Friday Night Trio League for ages 4 through 19 with sign-ups going on now. This 10-week league is at 7 p.m. on Fridays for $8.25 per week for 3 games and shoes. Also on Friday, it's Friday Fun from noon to 6 p.m. Bowl for just $1 and shoe rental is only 50 cents. The Bowling Center, 1231 South Scott Street in Bluffton. Visit bowlbluffton.com.
What do you guys want to eat for supper tonight?
I want paschetti.
I want paschetti.
Paschetti's Italian restaurant, where yes, you can get spaghetti and so much more. Subs, sandwiches, burgers, calzones, pizzas, salads, and a whole menu full of Italian cuisine and desserts. Paschetti's restaurant is conveniently located at 229 West Market Street in Bluffton, and they're open for lunch 11 to 4, 7 days a week.
Fine, we'll go to Paschetti's, but I want some garlic knots.
Paschetti's, open Monday through Thursday 11 to 9, Friday and Saturday 11 a.m. to 10 p.m., and Sundays 11 to 8 p.m. Paschetti's Italian Restaurant, 229 West Market Street in Bluffton. Pizza Hut is changing the way you think about pizza with their Flavor of Now menu. With over 2 billion combinations of new ingredients, crusts, and sauces, you can customize your pizza and take it where pizza has never gone before. But don't stress, all the old-time favorites are still available. At Pizza Hut, it's everything you've always loved about pizza and more. Order online now at pizzahut.com or download our mobile app. Pizza Hut Flavor of Now menu at your local Pizza Hut in Bluffton.
Welcome back. Very good Oak Hill squad. 67-50 is your final here at Oak Hill. And again, we've been talking about a little bit tonight about just the technical nuances of getting a live stream out. Now that everybody is leaving the stadium, everything's perfect. Our streaming data rates are just lovely. And again, that's just kind of how these things work. You know, we can do all the preparation in the world. You come in here, everything looks dynamic and going fine, and then a whole bunch of people come into the stadium, start hopping on the network, and it becomes much more difficult. But I think we've got pretty much everything through tonight, and glad you stuck with us. Here's the final stats for Oak Hill. I missed a few points here, so this isn't a complete book, but it'll give you the trend. Spencer Ballinger with 3, Cody White with 4, David Aarons with 5, all coming off the bench. For the starters, Chandler Julius was 6, Caleb Maggart was 6, but he really paced the big third quarter, which put this game away. Reese Metzger with 8, and leading all scorers tonight, Caleb Middlesworth. I had him for 18. I think I missed a couple buckets, probably had 22. Oak Hill scored 20 in the first, 15 in the second. The big 25-7 third quarter was the difference tonight. They scored 7 in the fourth for the Tigers. Colin Barker with 2. He got in early foul trouble. Philip Pearson with 5. Dakota Cole with 5. Mitchell Kohlenbeck with 8. And Aaron Sturgeon and Grant Pribble both with 14 tonight. Tigers 18 in the first, 10 in the second, 7 in the third, 15 in the fourth. And Coach up here to talk to us. We'll get him mic'd up.
Yes, sir.
Well, Coach, it was 2018 after the first quarter, but a huge third quarter for these guys.
Yeah.
They've got some players.
They do, and we talked about that. You know, I don't know how you speculate whether they're better or worse than Jay County. I mean, that's just whatever you want to say. But they're a formidable opponent. I think they played and won like 13 games, and 7-8 of them have not even been close. It's been over, checkmate early. I was really pleased with lots of things that we did. All that being said, we're not into moral victories in our program. There are certain things we have to do better to beat good teams, and we didn't do that tonight enough. But we did it some, and we didn't come down here with any expectations that we would roll over them by 20, for heaven's sakes, because I think you had to watch them play for 2 minutes to figure out they had a lot of talent.
Right.
And I felt like that we did some things to make it difficult for them, but never enough to really be what we need to be able to be. Middlesworth, as a sophomore, is a nice player inside. And then when Colin got 3 fouls, it was like, so at times we're out there with playing 4 guards.
Well, I think your first 4 fouls, 2 are on Grant and 2 are on Colin.
Yeah, that was lovely. And not what we want at all, but, I thought our focus was good. I thought our determination was good. And honestly, I thought our whatever you want to call it, our stick-to-itiveness, our ability to stay in the game, our ability to fight was pretty good. We just, when you make mistakes against them and you give them layups, I didn't think we did lots of it, but we did too many to win the game. And we're not going to exploit every single time, but in the first half in particular, I thought we had a chance to at least be ahead at halftime by 1 or 2. And we just didn't make enough shots in the second quarter. But I don't know how many turnovers you had us for in the first half, but I didn't think it was very many.
Yeah, especially in the first half. It was a pretty clean first half. And I thought from the backcourt pressure that we handled that pretty well tonight.
Yeah. We had a few, and then we actually missed a few shots there in the first half that I really thought maybe could have went our way. We talked to Dakota several times about, you can't practice against 6'10", 6'5", 6'8", 6'7". I'm not talking about one guy. I mean, Millsworth at 6'8", 6'9", 6'10", Ahern's at 6'6", Maggard at 6'5", but a big 6'5", Metzger at 6'5". They have a lot of big people. Ballinger at 6'5", and a lot of athletic big people. And diversified offensive big people. Middlesworth is a great shooter, and I don't think he shot it. Did he shoot a shot outside tonight?
I don't think so.
Almost everything he did.
Everything was down low.
Everything was laying in at the basket. But that's why we schedule Oak Hill. We want to play good people to make us better. And like I said, we'd love to see them in a semi-state, but there's a lot of water to cross between now and then.
Do any of these two teams, Jay County or Oak Hill, kind of remind you of anybody we'll see in the sectional?
Not really, because they have more dominance in some ways, different. Canterbury's different. Jalen's more of an offensive player. Tanner Camp's more of a spot-up guy. And there are 3 other guys who remind me of Jay County, because I don't think people understand how good Canterbury's other 3 players are. Haven't seen Eastside enough to have an opinion of them. And there's some similarities, like tonight Middlesworth and Vorel are very formidable people inside. That's one thing that really hurt us, is I thought we did a great job on Vorel at AC, and you obviously saw that game. And tonight I didn't think we did a very good job against Middlesworth. But all that being said, AC's a nice team, but this team has lots of weapons around Middlesworth, and big weapons. Basically AC... Tijerina can get a rebound here and there, and, they have some other guys that can maybe rebound a little bit. But out here you have 6'4", 6. They just pounded the glass. And Maggard is one of the best offensive rebounders we've seen all year.
And the Livingston kid.
Thank you. Yeah, Livingston might be their best player. As a high school player, Middlesworth is probably their best recruit, and Metzger's a nice player. But overall, I was very pleased with how we tried to fight. When at one time, Scott, we were consistently having to play a lineup of Grant and Aaron, God bless them, with Garrett and Mitchell.
Right.
So that's in the old days, I don't know if they still play those leagues. That'd be a 5'10" and under league in the old men's league. We got all these little guys. And that's okay. But, we need Colin on the floor. And I just think that we need Dakota to understand what he's supposed to do and have some confidence in what he's trying to do. But we want to play Oak Hill tonight. I thought, Tuesday we beat Wabash, and God bless them. I thought it was a good tribute to them. And we didn't get any better. Tonight we got beat by 17, 16, 20, whatever it was. And I thought we got better. I thought we learned some things. We made some great blockouts. We made some great reads, and it still didn't work. We did everything right. And it's like, oh, my goodness. Like last night, I hate to digress to last night, but the one time we ran a great offense. Aaron cut across the middle, wide open, little 8-footer, thinking, okay, there's 2 points. And here comes Dirksen from the other side and just buries it. And the thing about that is it's demoralizing because you don't score, but then it's demoralizing because the next time you get that shot, you're thinking about it. And you're thinking, oh, my goodness, where's Dirksen at?
And was that a little bit with Dakota tonight that he was thinking about too many bigs around him?
The best part about Dakota was that he was aggressive. The worst part about it, Dakota, is that he was not successful around the basket, and he didn't know when to pick his spots. And he made that first shot, and I think it was an and one. I think he made the free throw or missed the free throw or whatever. And then after that, he had several opportunities inside that really weren't they were good opportunities against somebody else.
Right.
But against this team, the problem is even if he was by Middlesworth, which was, rare, but he was by Middlesworth, there's Metzger.
Right.
Or there's Maggard. Or there's Livingston. Or there's, Ahearns. They got all these big guys, and we don't have any big guys.
And just to give you another indication how good this team is, Maggard, I think he sat down about the 4-minute mark in the first quarter, and I don't know that we saw him until the third.
Yeah, and because it doesn't matter. They have enough weapons that they don't have to play him. They can, and I think Kevin does a great job. Coach Renbarger does a great job. But they don't care about foul trouble. Now, there's certain guys that, they need on the floor. But this was the best that I thought that I've seen Middlesworth play inside because he was usually a lob guy. Of course, sometimes he got the lob tonight, but we were stuck behind him. And, again, to defend Colin, he got 2 fouls just like that.
Right.
And then, and Dakota was trying to get him off. I think he was surprised how physical Middlesworth was back at him.
I'm always amazed at how well Grant can stay on the floor when he picks up early fouls.
I'm just praying. Yeah, I know. And he just had to keep playing. Tonight I don't think he felt as much pressure because the expectations for us to win tonight were very low. It wasn't like it's a sectional or like last night would have been a bigger deal. But tonight it's just a non-conference opponent. We talked about it consistently all day long. It's hard. We just played a very competitive game. They played Madison Grant last night, a big rival for them, but it was 47-10 or something at halftime. And, Madison Grant does a great job, but this is a really good program, and it's loaded right now.
I know you've talked several times about wanting to have some back-to-back games because it kind of simulates what you have to do to get through sectionals.
Absolutely.
But do you like especially having back-to-back teams of this caliber?
Well, as I said, if I had to list the top 5 teams, 6 teams we're playing this year, they're both 2 of them are this weekend. Easily. And they may be the best 2 teams we play. Now, I'm not saying they are or they aren't, but I'm saying they're in the mix. And there's some other teams, obviously. But Southwood is going to be one of the top 6, 7 teams that we're going to play. And they just played them last weekend in a conference game, I believe. No, it's not a conference game. I'm sorry.
Right.
But it was 65-35. They beat them by 30. And Coach Pribble said it was a clinic. They did whatever they wanted. And I'm sure maybe they took us a little bit for granted. Like Grant blocked like 4 shots tonight. They don't think he can do that. And that's okay. I didn't think we played perfect. I was just very excited about the things I saw that I want to see getting ready for February and March.
All right, Coach. We'll see you Saturday.
Hey, we'll be there. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, as always, appreciate Coach coming up and talk to us. Final here, 67-50. Let's quickly give you the New Holland Tri-County player of the game. Grant Pribble tonight, 14 points. As Coach talked about, had several blocks tonight. Grant got a couple quick fouls, had to play the bulk of the game in foul trouble. Grant Pribble is your WellsCountyVoice.com player of the game, sponsored by New Holland Tri-County. Thanks for joining us tonight. And again, thanks for hanging in. This is always, again, we've talked about it, and I just kind of want everyone to get a little appreciation for what we go through here. This is not easy to get a live stream up at times. It's not like something you can record and post later. We got to keep it going live, and I hope you appreciate all our efforts in bringing you these contests. Tigers fall tonight to a very good Oak Hill squad. 67-50 is your final. Thanks for joining us here on WellsCountyVoice.com. I'm Scott Menser. Have a great weekend.